Hi, welcome to Rocketprint software. My name's Gil Newsom. I'm going to lead you through a pre-recorded WebEx so that you can view this at your convenience. And so let's get started. Rocketprint is a web-to-print system. It's complete with everything you need, the front end, the back end of your store, all the admin area to process orders, to send soft proof, send emails, lots of tools, and we won't cover all the tools that you'll get with the Rocketprint system, but you can come here to Rocketprint software. You'll be able to see our demo store, the pricing. We make it available for you out there. I'd like to show you some sample stores. These are stores that people are using Rocketprint. The first one here, I'll show you, it's just a normal website. You click on a link here on the website, it takes you into a storefront, into the store. This is one way that you can integrate the store into your website. Fully functionable. When you get your demo store, it will have about 25 categories like this, about 64 commercial printing products that you can adjust and make your own as far as your own internal pricing. And in time, you can convert that storefront into a custom storefront. And we do that now with a number of customers in regards to WordPress. So we plug them into a WordPress site, which makes it nice for optimization from the search engines. But what that means is really you have your own customized navigation here. You may have a customized landing page of one of the products like this. Drills down into the calculator page. And you can see you have your pricing structure, your options, and that sort of thing. So what we're looking at is 3 different B2C stores. You got your business to consumer stores like this. This particular printer does a lot of fine art type printing in the Atlanta area. And then you have your B2B stores, which is your business to business, or your let's say your returning customers or your really good corporate customers that you're working with. Your portals here can be full-blown websites, if you will. So this is a website, very generic, that we give to our customers, give to you to allow you to pass on to your clients and say, hey, we can do the same thing for you. Your branded portal, all your products, inventory products, variable data products, whatever it is that you're offering and selling, you can put on your store. This marketing agency has about 400 products in its portal. I'll just kind of breeze through a few different portals. This is a background image, looks kind of cool, has this various products here. This is all done in Rocket here. This is all done with a portal. And everything that you're seeing here, you'll be able to do with your store. Kind of contemporary look. You got links here. You got your links in your header. You know, you could hide some of these pages and put them into your header. So in essence, these portals can be full-blown websites. Kind of different here, a little unique look and feel. This particular portal has, I think, about 900 different variable data templates in it. And I see the background images are kind of cool. It's just an attractive portal. And that's what we would like for you to do for your customers, is give them something unique, not just a sterile, you know, buying site, which is good. But nowadays, people want a little zip. You know, they want a little pizzazz in what they're getting. So I show you this portal because it has some rollover images. So instead of just word links, you could have images with a rollover image, which is kind of neat. Now this particular portal, it is inside an existing website. So you have just a normal website, it has the login page. I think there's about 25 departments that log into this particular portal area to get their products. Show you this portal because it has some apparel on there, so you can list out any types of products that you need to for your customers. Inventorying products, whatever type of pricing option you need to offer there for the products, and of course office materials, you know, the regular normal print products, promotional products. So whatever it is that you need to offer on your storefront, you can do it. So let's jump over here to the demo store and let's place an order. I'll take you through the process of placing an order. Let me just get out of this screen. So this is a demo store, just a normal website. Has the storefront integrated into it right out of the box, if you will. This is the home page of the store, so you can make that look and feel however you'd like. You drill down to business cards here or get them here, variable data templates, whatever the product is that you're offering. So we'll get right into the calculator page. Just want to show you there's 6 zones in your calculator page. For each product, you can make them very unique. You have your top header area. It's a horizontal description box. You got your horizontal footer down here, which is also the description box. Here's some content. This can be whatever you need it to be. You know, it could be a link into your template gallery templates where you have customizable templates. So a template gallery does come with the storefront. Has about 35,000 templates that are associated with these flat sheet items. Here you have a thumbnail for business cards, and you could have actually another link down here that opens up maybe even a larger thumbnail if you wanted to. So in essence, what I'm conveying here is that the calculator page has 6 zones. Okay, it has 1, has 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'll kind of outline those. And that makes each product very unique, and you can state whatever you need to within the calculator there for your customers. So now we look at the pricing structure. This is also really the main part that you need to know about Rocketprint. Is you have the flexibility of offering different types of pricing structures for your products. In this case, you have fixed quantities. You have options here for paper, and that's not all. I mean, of course, you could have any types of products on your store. So here are greeting cards. So let's look at the greeting cards and see. You got inventory controls here for the stock there. You may have pricing structure, and then you have options to those items. Promotionals. You can offer promotionals on your stores, and let's see if that's the right promotion. Yes, and that's the way that works. So, and then add that to your cart. Let's go ahead and just add this to our cart and check out. So from the calculator page, you have if you're not logged in, which I was logged in, but if you weren't logged in, you log in, and then you have, this is your account. Every user that comes on your stores will have their own account. You have your shopping cart area and what's in it. If it's a print manager that's kind of running the printing for a corporation, they may have 15, 20 business cards in here at a time, and variable data. And so we have active orders here on my account, different statuses that go for those orders, and the statuses, you know, I mean, it just depends on what's really happening with your store. Here we got this one is proofing, proof approved. So they approved, the order's declined by an approver. This one's pending approval. Means somebody has to approve that order. Proof rejected, the soft proof was rejected. Some of those statuses happen automatically. Some of them happen manually, so like complimentary. Obviously, when the order first comes in, it's an open order. But if you're sending someone a soft proof, it changes it to proofing. If they approve the proof, then it changes it to proof approved, and so on and so forth, or proof rejected. And of course, you get emails depending on the flow of that workflow from the front end of the store to your admin area, which is the back end of the store. We're going to look at that in a moment. So here's your order history. They can place orders, just pop orders back into their cart. Track packages for orders that are going through UPS or FedEx. And so let's go ahead and we'll check out with this order. You can issue credit for users. Kind of missed that there. Let me just back up just a little bit. Credit balance. You can give credit to users. You can make users tax exempt. You can give them global discounts, or it's just, it's really endless as to what you can do with Rocketprint. As far, well, I shouldn't say endless, but it's pretty replete what you can do with Rocketprint. Order pending approval, it just simply means that I have 4 orders here that I need to approve. So if I were a print manager approving orders, then I would click this link and get in and approve those orders. So we can look at all those functions later in a more expanded WebEx. Here's my shipping and billing page. It looks like this order needs to be approved by someone. I could set up an address book for all my different addresses that I'm shipping to. All your users, by the way, as I check out, it does integrate with UPS and FedEx, but all your users could be imported into your system. They can be imported from QuickBooks or whatever MIS system that you're using. There's the use of that address book. And going down here, I'm going to use an open account. Now you have credit card, open account, PayPal. The credit card can be integrated with authorized.net, your gateway. And so let's go ahead and check out there. Order, there's a little synopsis of the order. Still has to be approved, kind of notifying me that it's going to be approved. And here's your file upload. So your customers can upload native files to you. If they're variable data templates, then there probably would not be any files to upload. I could just kind of drill down here to my account here and upload a file just so we can see where that resides on the back end of the store. So that now that order's placed. I've received emails as the customer, and you have received emails as your as the printer saying you have a new order in the house. Also uploaded files, so you have another email that goes out that says you have files. So there's pending approval for my greeting cards. And that's the way that works. That's the flow of the storefront, and whether they're in a really extravagant portal or on your main storefront, that's the navigation. And it can be modified as well as far as shipping and that sort of thing. So we can cover any questions that you may have. But let's slip back into the back end of the store. And here's your account manager. Everything that we just did and looked at, you can do back here in your account manager. It's the kind of the admin area of your store. You access your processed order or your order processing here. You go into Data Merge Pro, your variable data templates. You access Workflow, which is a integrated system that you can see all of the orders that are in the shop for there's a that you placed. And so we can cover that as well at some point. But few areas on this condensed webinar that I wanted to show you were setting up portals and setting up products. So in your account manager, you have all your settings for everything, your global settings, your portal settings. You set up as many portals as you'd like. Just simply name them, give them a code, and you can designate specific categories for these portals, categories from your main storefront, or typically when you set up a B2B portal, you're really setting them up with specific products. So, but you can come in, and I'll show you how that works. But you can come in and this Primo Water, this is a good portal here. It has 4 products or 4 categories that were designated to this portal. And then you see your other main store products, and even products or categories that are shared with other portals. So we won't go into all the details about that, but let's say you're doing these 4 products for your customers, and later on you say, hey, I know you got banners coming up for your sales and that sort of thing. I can give you 15% discount on banners, and you just click that box. And so next time they go to their portal, banners will show up. So it's a great way to add on to the products that you're printing for a customer. Forms, you can set up unlimited custom quote forms for portals or for your main store. You can alter the global controls of your main store with this portal. In essence, these portals really kind of function on their own as websites. You may have specific information that you're asking from your users, which are these configurable checkout fields. They're all going to be different for different portals or different companies, depending on what they need. And to brand these portals, you can give it, here's my branding. These portals, you can brand them and set them up in 20 minutes or less, and take your customer's website and clip off a little header out of that and plug it into the header of your portal. Modify the colors here. There's a lot of controls here that you'll have for that portal. Top navigation, so you can integrate those top navigation of the portal into your header if you wanted to, or into the footer, and you have your footer down here. So just kind of show you this because these portals are not complicated. It's a very user-friendly system. Everything about this portal is held within this area right here. Everything within this next portal is held within this area here. The portal manager is someone from the company that you're working with, and they say, hey, I want to have a little bit more control on that portal. I want to be able to see the orders that come in. I want to be able to pull reports. I want to do some of those things, and you can make them a portal manager, and so when they log in, they'll be able to see some of that, the orders that are back in the shop. They're able to, well, you give them the controls that you want to. So even including importing and exporting users into that portal. So how do your users access their portals? What I recommend a lot of times is I will let me pull up this website here, Print Manager Group. That's just a generic URL that I use for our portals, and you could have this generic URL for as many of the portals as you want. So if I plug in here and plug in the Water One portal, I'm going to go there and it's going to take me to that branded portal that we just looked at. So here are all those categories that are in there, and so you can drive as many of the portals through that generic URL as you want. You can plug it into their existing website. You can plug them into your main website if you want to associate the portals with your main website, so you have your B2C and your B2B together, that sort of thing. Hey, let me go back up here, go into my account real quick, and just show you kind of a little bit about that portal manager. Here we see that I have the portal manager access here, and again, I have my orders to pending approval. There's my order that I just placed because I'm the same user that plugged into my main store. And so Portal Manager really gives you the ability to see those orders that are in the back end of the store, like this. You can give your Portal Manager the controls that you want to. So what this really leads to is it leads to a way that you can set up these portals and you can open them, which really constitutes like another open storefront. And you can have distributors who are selling the same products that you are, and they can take their Primo Water print management system and market that website and drive people to it and place those orders where you're doing all the printing for it. So it's kind of like a trade printer distributor relationship going on. Let me do a few cutaways here of some stores that have been set up like that in the local area. You see all of these categories are driven from the same storefront, and they all have different markups. Of course, they may not know that, but and you have all these, and you got these nice looking varied storefronts, and each of these companies can plug that storefront right into their website or have their own standalone website and sell print products for this printer. This is the admin area, the account manager. These are only the buttons that you'll be needing to set up products are right here, and order processing is there. So what happens here is this is where you set up your categories, your products, and the library options, which are the options to those products. So you got folding options, you've got coding options, you've got shrink wrapping options, boxing options, whatever the options are that you're going to have for that for your products. And what I always suggest is that you look at those library options first. They may or may not have math behind them. Your paper library is going to be here, found here, and that's a kind of an index of all of your papers that you're offering on your store. Typically, these papers are going to be offered for your main store, your B2C store, because portals, you know, when you set up portal products, typically they have certain paper that everybody knows is the same paper. You know, there's just not a lot of options typically to those portal products. The other library options that can be listed here come in a lot of forms. So it just depends on what you're offering. And what you really, the idea is that you want to hone in exactly on giving your customers the accurate quote for the product they're looking for. Okay, so, and those library options can come in the form of a checkbox, drop-down menu, quantity field library, text field. Text field is the only one that doesn't have any math behind it. And then other percentage markup discount, cumulative pricing. Then you've got your wide format options as well. So we'll cover those. They're very simple to understand. But let's look at one so you'll see how that works out. Here, this is folder options. It's a checkbox library, and we'll look at the options that are in there. That's not a good one. Let's do a different one. Here, let's do finishing options. Okay, here we go. So we got five items in the finishing options here. 3-hole drill, you know, lamination. A lot of this is obviously going to be for brochures, maybe. And so what you have here is your finishing options. You got your make ready cost. You got your cost per thousand or range pricing here for these options. So these are the numbers that you'll populate for your options, whatever that may be, at your own internal pricing. Okay, lamination is going to cost $8 for make ready cost to get your laminator set up and everything going there. It's $8. So anybody that chooses lamination 2 sides, it's going to be an $8 charge, and it's going to be $15 per thousand. I know you very well get this because this is just your normal printing calculations and quoting for your products. So once you've finished all your library options, and your store comes with a number of them there, and not all of these. This is my demo store, so it gets kind of battered around. It's got a lot of stuff in here that might not be relative to you, but you can set up, I think, over 100 library options, and then you have as many items in those options as you want. So it's full-blown. I mean, you can list out anything you need to for as many people as you need to. So we'll look at the categories. Basically, the categories is a name, like brochures, and kind of drill down to the brochure area here where we set that up. This is where those image buttons are, the hover image button, where you can make the buttons more images than just word links. You can assign it to a parent category. You have a description if you want to in there for it. There's different ways you lay out your product for your grid layout or not. If you don't want a grid layout, it's going to lay down the page. And a few other options there, a few other things. So once you get that, you know, brochure category made, that's then you drill down to view the products. And in my products, I have these 4 products. You have some other controls here. You can see you can edit the product, you can edit the library options, you can delete it, you can duplicate it. So we could duplicate that 8.5 by 11 brochure, make it an 8.5 by 11 flyer, maybe take away some of the folds and some of the other options like you wouldn't have for a flyer, and boom, you know, assign that into your flyer category. So you can build those out pretty quickly. Let me add a product for you so that you'll know how that's done. So the first thing we did is we really looked at our library options, because that's the last thing we're going to do here for this product. So we formulate our library options, we get those kind of in place with our quoting, we build out our categories, which is not really building out because all you're doing is just naming something. But then we come to our product. So there's 3 pages to our product. We name that product. So this was going to be, let's call this my 9 by 11 full, let me just do the full color brochures. And it could give them a SKU if they had a SKU number with them. If it were a variable data or a Data Merge Pro template, you click here on this area and you'll pull up all of the templates in your Data Merge Pro that you've set up for this product. So this is kind of the last step with Data Merge, where you assign the product itself to the, to this, you assign the template to the product that you're building out. So description boxes, that's just what they are, description boxes. There's your footer for the calculator page. Remember, we talked about the header and the footer for the calculator page. You can put information here, and it is, HTML rich text, so you could put links in there or whatever you need to. Scroll down here to the bottom. We're still on the first page of this product, and this is where you set your approval processes. For your main store, you wouldn't have approval processes, but for portals where they have a print manager or someone that's approving these products, you can have click that box and plug in their email address here, or multiple email addresses like this, and plug that in. And so those people, when they come on, they'll see that link that says orders to approve. And you can do that in tiered level. So you can have a first and a second approval, and they have a tiered approval. They can write notes, they can edit the order, they can edit the file if it's a data merge file. So they have a lot of controls there to approve or decline the orders. And they can modify them so they're not just declining orders and then the person has to come back in and order them again. They can actually make adjustments to the order, which is helpful. Make this product tax exempt. You can track inventory for this product right here. And you can tell the system how to handle inventory and back inventory if it reaches 0. Default work ticket instructions. It's just maybe this product has something very specific that needs to be recognized when it gets to the press. So you can put the information, go ahead and pre-populate that information here for the work ticket. Here's an image that's going to represent the product, larger image that might represent that product, and you can have a link that says whatever you need it to say for them to click on and get. And it can be a PDF as well that they could retrieve. Display. There's some other little tools here. We won't go through everything. Other tools there. If you wanted to associate your template gallery templates with this product, then you click there, select template gallery, and then you drill down to your brochures. And you could even install some 9 by 11 brochures, and that will associate that. So the main part of this first page is really your pricing structure. So your pricing structure comes in fixed quantities, dynamic, per each range, wide format. So we won't pour through everything, but I'll just go ahead and do a fixed quantity of 15 entry points. We'll go ahead and update, get to the second page, and that's your pricing grid. Okay. So it's that simple. If you're using the paper library, you go through that, pick the papers, and then tell how many up. If it's in a portal, you just simply, typically, you're giving it a quantity and then maybe some pricing or not. Not everything will have pricing, possibly. I just don't, it all depends. I mean, there's so many stories, so many different ways to handle things. So you can't always predict how your customer is going to say, hey, this is the way I want it. One nice thing about it is you can go ahead and put prices in and just hide those prices on the store. So you can hide them in the in this portal, so that you have them in the back end of the store when people, after 2 weeks, you need to send out, invoice for these products. You'll have the pricing, and you can go ahead and calculate that from your report that you pull. You may have a weight for this product, and this is going to be just a simple per each weight. If you're not using the paper library, it's going to be a per each weight right here, which is going to integrate with your UPS and FedEx. Now, update and continue. Here we are, is our library options. And so now we're just simply choosing We wouldn't do this. This is business card slits. What's that for? That's for presentation folders. We wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do hems on other sides and pockets. So you just have to, here we go, brochures. Here's my brochure library. Maybe we're not even offering UV coating on our 8 and 9 by 11, so we just leave that off. So whatever your library options are that are associated with this product, they're the add-on options. Then you just click those, and they will show up with that product on the front end of the store. So you can see I have a bunch of stuff here, and we'll just make some selections there. And there's text fields as well. And then we'll update and continue this this product. Now that product is built, and we can always kind of test that out. Click on this link. It's going to open up in the main storefront here, and you can see, or there, open up in this portal. You can see my quantities that I put in there. Shrink wrapping. Oh, I didn't order these library options in any order, but you can sort them the way that you'd like. So that's the way you do that. And that product's ready. It doesn't have a thumbnail or anything, but it is ready to go. And that's how you put together your categories, your products, and your libraries, and how you set up those portals. So it's really, the bottom line is you're setting up storefronts, and you're setting up products, categories, and options to those products, and you're giving your customers a really nice, attractive online store to go in and order their products. When the orders come in, you have this order processing area back here, and that all the orders will come into, and whether they're from a portal or your main store, they're going to come in right here. And so we may go into this order that I placed. It tells me, oh, this order has not been approved, but you can get in there anyway. So once in this order, you get all the details about this order. Shipping, sales tax. There's those native files that I plugged in, that native business card file that I put in there. Now, if it were a brochure, your customer may be uploading, 5, 6, 7 InDesign files or Quark files or something, and your pre-press department would slip in here and just convert those files to the 9 by, or the brochure. In this case, this was the greeting cards, but whatever they ordered. And then you can upload a soft proof back to the customer. They can proof it right online, right on the store, and they can send notes back to you and approve it, and all that information is going to come streaming down this page right here. So everything that you need to run your print shop will be here on the back end of the store. A lot of other details to tell you about, and certainly look forward to hearing from you. This is also the beginning, by the way. This is also, it's hard to stop because there's so many little nuances, but this is also the beginning of placing this order through your workflow. So from here you can choose, okay, greeting cards, don't have to do anything with them. They go straight to the digital press, and I can choose the press it's going to, maybe who is going to be the CSR and the rep on this, and when maybe it's due. And when I update that, it's going to turn yellow there. That means it's been sent to workflow. I know there's a lot of other questions. Look forward to hearing from you. My contact information is at the end of this WebEx. Thanks so much for your time.